What's going on? My name is NFT Flenny, and today I'll be showing you guys how I was able to land a secret rare and an ultra rare both on the drop. You're not going to want to miss it. To round out Marvel month, Veve blessed us with a Captain America drop and the first ever Spider-Man comic book in digital format. If you want to know tips for how to secure multiple blind boxes and for the best blind box strategy, make sure to watch this video right here, because in this video I'll be giving my strategy on how I got a secret rare and ultra rare in a traditional drop format, which is the timer countdown, first come first serve, sells out in 1 second. And also, as a little bonus, I'll show you guys what it's like to sell a secret rare on drop day and what that profit looks like and what the price looks like. I had been so ready for a traditional drop. Don't get me wrong, blind boxes are cool. I think they're the overall most fair way to do drops and I like them, but I did miss the traditional drop, the rush of seeing if you get it in 1 second, the rush of seeing the price after you get it, hopefully. And I just think that the traditional drops are a bit more exciting and interesting. First things first, I was using the align gate method. This was actually my first time trying it because, like I had mentioned, there have been a lot of blind boxes in a row, and even on the last couple traditional drops, I honestly just forgot to try this one out. I just went for the standard, just tap, try to time it when it pops up. And so I was a little bit unsure how it would go, but it more than paid off for me. Why it's called a line gate is because you line up the error message that you'll get when you click it before the drop actually starts. You line that up with the buy now button. So when you hit OK to dismiss the error message, your finger is already on the buy now button. So you just keep tapping it multiple times rapidly. And then the theory is that as soon as the drop is open, you have been pressing it so you can press it as soon as possible. Let's hop on over to my screen recording and I'll show you guys how it's done. Here you can see I'm tapping it with a few seconds left. The timer runs down and I had just kept pressing it, and to my surprise, to my shock, to my excitement, it allowed me to buy the secret rare. It had reserved one for me. So then I had to buy the gems to get it because I didn't want to load them up beforehand just in case I didn't get it, and then I have 400 gems just sitting there out of my bank account on Veve. So I mean, it was pretty simple. There's not that much to it. Just keep tapping and hope that you can reserve one. But you might be wondering, hey, you said you got an ultra rare too. That sells out in a second. How were you able to get a secret rare and an ultra rare if you went for the ultra rare first? And you are right about it selling out in 1 second, but there's a little caveat, and that is when you reserve a collectible, you might notice that there's a timer counting down from 90. That's how much time you have to lock in your reservation. So some people, for whatever reason, whether they can't do the CAPTCHA, they don't have enough gems, they forget, run out of time, I don't know. Some people lose their reservation. What happens after that is the collectible goes back into the pool. So after I got my secret rare, I went back to the ultra rare and kept clicking in and out, in and out. I wish I screen recorded this. I didn't expect to do this. I was just trying after I ended the video, but I'll show an example on screen and you'll get the same idea. I just kept going in and out of that page, and after 3 or 4 tries, eventually the buy now button just popped up. I clicked it as soon as I saw it, and then the same thing, the reservation popped up for me. I was able to buy it. I had seen people say before on Twitter that they'd gotten a secret rare and an ultra rare, and I assumed that they were maybe using multiple devices, or family member or friend, whatever, got that one for them and they got both. But it's definitely possible. I'm proof right here that you can get a secret rare and an ultra rare on one phone on the same day for retail price. I mean, it happens really fast, and of course it still comes down to luck. This is not a foolproof way to lock one in. It's just worked for me, and this was my first ever secret rare on a drop, so I'll continue to do this method until it gets patched or is not usable anymore. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to flip a secret rare on drop day. And before I start, I want to say I don't normally flip. If you think I'm just dumb for selling it at what I sold it at, or I messed up, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm testing out the waters. All I know is that for almost every collectible on drop day, it starts off high and then the price consistently goes down and down and down. We saw it with the secret rare Spider-Man. It started off about low 2000s, like 2.1, 2.2, maybe a little bit higher. And if you check now, it's about 1.5 thousand. And I've seen it go as low as 1.2 thousand. And that goes for most collectibles on drop day. People feel like they missed out. They see people posting it on Twitter, they see it in AR, and they want to have that new one. They want to have the coolest one at the moment. So they will pay a premium. I've done it before. I paid a premium on drop day because I didn't want to miss out, or I felt like the price will boost back up. But so this time I wanted to try to be the opposite end. I wanted to try to make the money before it goes back down. Might not pay off. You might not think I'm smart for doing it, but I'm just showing you guys. On the screen is my transaction of the ultra rare Captain America. So I listed that one for $350 gems, and with the fees I got 320 back. So on this I made $70 profit, which isn't the best considering how rare it is and that it's Marvel and Captain America, but that's just how the market's been. But at the time of recording, the floor price is about 300, so I'm pretty happy with it. My mint was a little bit low. I maybe could have got a little bit more, but I didn't want to penny pinch. I didn't want to risk it going down and then never being able to sell it for that price. So I just wanted to test the waters, try out selling it on drop day, and that's what I got. Now I'll show you the secret rare, which you've all been waiting for. So about 20 minutes after the drop, the price was about $8.99 and I wanted to sell it. So I had a pretty low mint. Looking back, I should have sold it for more. Probably would have still sold. But anyway, I put mine up for $9.15, a little bit above the floor because my mint was low, but I still wanted to sell. I didn't want to miss that initial high price after a drop. So put it up for $9.15. It sold basically instantly. And as you can see from the picture, I got 837 of that, which is a pretty hefty fee if you ask me, $77. But I mean, I'm not complaining because I made over $400 on that transaction for just pressing a button at 8 in the morning. So I mean, I'll take it. I was feeling kind of bad though, because right after I sold it, I checked the price of it again and it was at $1,000 for the floor. In like a minute or 2 minute period, it went up almost pretty much $100 up to $1,000. And I was thinking, oh man, this is just only going up. I lost my chance. I lost my low mint Captain America for peanuts, and I was beating myself up. And then lo and behold, about maybe 20 more minutes later, it's back down to 900, and then for a brief period of time it was about 850, and right now the lowest one is 923. So I feel like I was somewhere in the middle of where I could have sold it for. Again, having a low mint, could have got maybe more for it, but it's my first time. Give me a break. I'm trying to gain some experience here. I'm trying to get my gems up a little bit. Normally I'm too scared to sell my collectibles because I see the value in them, or the hopeful long-term value in them. So to sell them at these prices to me seems like I'm selling them for way too cheap. It feels like, not a direct comparison, but it feels like selling Bitcoin. You know, say you bought Bitcoin at $1, sold it for 10, you made 10x profit, but look what you could have made if you held on to it longer, you know? Again, I'm not directly comparing Veve to Bitcoin. That's just an example. But that's kind of been my philosophy. I feel like these would be so popular and so huge, especially once the move to Immutable X happens and if we're able to move these to OpenSea. But I've just so consistently seen prices drop so much after drop day that I wanted to test out the waters and see if I could try out the flipping game a little bit. Because how I saw it was, again, back to the Spider-Man secret rare example, you could have sold it on drop day for over 2,000, and then maybe a week or 2 weeks later, you could have gotten the same collectible back for $1,000 cheaper. So you would have had the same collectible plus $1,000. So if you can play it like that, if you can time it out perfectly like that, that'd be huge. And you could really build up a collection that way, assuming of course you landed on the drop. But even one gives you 1,000 extra gems, say, just in this example. You can do so much with that, and that could fund future drops, that could fund more things to flip, more things to stock up on. So what made me feel a bit more comfortable about selling this one was that he lost his first appearance tag, because people in the community were saying, which I think they're right, I agree with the decision, that the Mighty Marvel's Steve Rogers Captain America was the first Steve Rogers Captain America. So Veve decided to take off this one's first appearance, because I really like first appearances from an investment standpoint, and collecting too, but I think that that first appearance tag will go a long way, especially in the future. So even though this is the first Captain America drop in a traditional like statue figure form, whatever you want to call it, you would only know that if you were on Veve, or if you did research on Veve, because there's no tag that says that. It just has the mint number, not even a first appearance, first edition. There's nothing before it, just a mint number. So when there's tons of Captain Americas on the app being released, I feel like that one could potentially blend in with the rest of them, because there's nothing that makes it stand out over the rest. If you think I'm an idiot for selling my collectibles, let me know down in the comments. If you think it was a good idea or a bad idea, whatever you thought, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you guys landed on drop day. And if you're enjoying the content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, because it really helps my new channel grow. This has been NFT Flenny. I'll see you guys next time.